Leo, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading, Leo. We are going to connect with your energies for these days. I remind you that these are general readings, so I'm going to ask you to take whatever resonates, whatever applies to your situation. What does not, you simply let it go. Please consult your moon and rising sign because it always lets you see something more of what may be coming. I'm going to share a message of light with you through your guardian angels. I truly want to leave you a sign that comes at just the right moment, exactly when you are needing it most. So now let's take a look together at what it is you need to know about this right now. Well, what you should know is that after a moment like a standstill, right, of sacrifice, the great moment of expansion arrives because you have a card that is indicating to us that you have worked quite a lot up to this moment and your effort, right, your dedication, your commitment will be seen highly rewarded. Very interesting and favorable days are coming where you'll start to realize that the things you've been doing and the sacrifices you've made, or rather the hardships you've endured, are finally paying off in a big way. You are truly being rewarded for all that you have put into this. You're also starting to feel more secure, of course, including financially. I feel that what you might also be experiencing is the satisfaction of a job well done, as you are granted a moment of grace, or perhaps a moment of a well-deserved, truly well-deserved pause for satisfaction and enjoyment. It is your time to finally relax, reflect on your progress, and embrace this period of total peace. That might mean a moment for a little vacation, a completely carefree and relaxing weekend, or simply taking a day or even 2 days for yourself just to unwind, enjoy the pause, and give yourself the rest and breathing room you need. Either way, you have a great reason to celebrate an event also that can surprise you very much, and that comes hand in hand with a financial abundance that I do not know if it is so unexpected. Because I am seeing that this has been worth it, the sacrifice has been worth it, the commitment has been worth it, the wait, because there is the card of the Hanged Man. Good moments of great anxiety and quite a lot of anguish. And on many occasions, you felt like a victim of all these circumstances. But today, life is telling you that the sacrifices you have made have truly been worth it. You have navigated through so much, and now the path forward is finally beginning to clear for you. In fact, it is a moment in which you are needing to recognize that life shows you another way, right? It shows you another form, it shows you things from another angle. And in fact, you are going to find the inner wisdom required to look far beyond what is currently being presented to you, beyond this specific evidence that you might be perceiving right now as the only truth there is, the only reality you can see, right? Doesn't it seem that way? Because you simply realize that you have infinite possibilities, literally. Especially because if you start vibrating right now with this achievement, don't you see? You realize that everything is finally within your reach, ready for you to claim it. And no, you no longer worry. I mean, you relax because you see that certain doors and opportunities begin to open. Pause that you are going to take, which may be a pause for enjoyment, I do not rule out that it may be a pause to define goals. So even if at this moment you feel stuck and it seems like nothing interesting is happening in your life for you right now, what I'm telling you is that the very thing you've been wanting is already making its way to you. It just still hasn't fully shown up in your life yet. It is not a waste of time. Even more, it is also a totally temporary and very beneficial stop. And you're going to realize why in very little time you will also take advantage of all this, even if what I tell you is not happening or everything is like still, right? Because it is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a deeply transformative card that prepares us for great beginnings. It also brings a great reward for having postponed certain things or having made sacrifices, often for the benefit of others or consciously for our own gain, right? This card serves as a powerful reminder that our temporary stillness is never a waste of time, but a meaningful pause before a significant breakthrough. Because, well, sometimes you have to make certain sacrifices or renunciations to obtain great, great, great achievements. It is like you are preparing yourself to receive a large amount of money and you perhaps knew it. It is like you have made a great, great investment and you hit a great, great, great prize there. Because there you have that news or that omen prediction that your guardian angels tell you. Raise your arms. Now you're going to feel fulfilled. You are going to receive something you did not expect. You are going to receive a large amount of money, a proposal, I do not know, a gift, an alliance, a commitment, a partnership, a client, a negotiation, a commercial situation, a commercial activity, a purchase, whatever it may be, because it is linked to what could be the happiness that this card generates, which is the Four of Wands card. That's the reason for celebration. The thing that ties it to what could be an excellent purchase, even in some cases, the birth of a child, a couple's commitment, or something truly important, right? The building of a house, the business you've always dreamed of, the opening of a company. It all comes linked to those major milestones, those moments when life starts to take shape and gives you a real reason to celebrate, to feel fulfilled, and to share that happiness with others. Well, that investment truthfully gave quite a bit of benefit, and you will see it soon. And that sacrifice for that matter also, right? Someone needs you now, that's what it says. Someone needs you, Leo, needs you for something good, clearly, right? Because obviously, in that moment of sacrifice, at that point, you could really throw yourself into this, couldn't you? You could be fully committed to it all and for a very good reason, right? And you had set certain things aside. And well, in one way or another, this involved other people too, right? Other people were making that sacrifice as well. And they were part of that whole process too. And it says that someone needs you now because things begin to settle so that you can provide time, affection, dedication, or whatever it may be to that person who you are realizing needs you. It could be a child, the card of the chariot flipped over there, or it could be another type of person. Well, victory is guaranteed for you. That is why what is success, glory, and abundance, millionaire gain, is divined. Well, I do not know of what type, but everything is moving. Look, there is the Queen of Pentacles who was waiting for it, was waiting for the card of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands, which is the great flourishing with future expansion. Either you expand or you make yourself known abroad, or things come quite differently for you in the next few days because victory is guaranteed since you are overcoming a great obstacle. First of all, the obstacle of feeling there with that paused situation, but all those obstacles that have been generated, inconveniences that you have not been able to meet with that great wealth that I am seeing. Leo, future millionaire woman, victory belongs to you as well. It arrives hand in hand with determination and the willpower, the inner strength to keep things firmly under control, and stay focused. This is not going to be able to overcome me. This is not going to beat me. If my goal was to be a millionaire, have that business, get that client, have that person I do not know, handle another type of structure in my life, continue a routine until I can get what I want, I have to concentrate and I will achieve it and I will overcome all the obstacles that I have ahead. Because I know that what awaits me is the great triumph. It is the crown of major success. There is a truth that also guarantees you what is mental discernment, the tranquility on your part that you are doing things well. Truth that another person can tell you who supports you and who makes you also be able to have security of what you are doing. It tells me that your mind is beginning to function in a completely different way, finally allowing you to prioritize these matters with a much more rational and logical perspective. You are shifting your focus, choosing to weigh things carefully and thoughtfully instead of being swayed by the intense weight of your emotions or past uncertainties, and having that strength to, discern, choose, talk, not let yourself be carried away by feelings, and onto your own and directly onto your own. And those emotions that also push you into making negative value judgments, you need to pull yourself out of that place and try to bring all these different issues back into some kind of balance. You are very well advised if that is the case. With so much movement and so much matter, you may also be needing to seek advice at a legal level or at an economic level or at a financial level or whatever. And there is a King of Swords who, is a person who really knows what he speaks about. And you have things that also begin to move very quickly. You know what I like about this? It is that you are going to communicate things from your truth. You are going to have mental clarity to get thoughts down clearly through your words and be sufficiently convincing to get what you want. And it does not matter with whom you have to speak. Surely the great changes that open the doors to the opportunities that you are going to see, you will know how to take advantage of the moment and launch yourself. They are the ones that also lead you conveniently to speak with the person you have to speak with in a strong way, in an assertive and determined way. Because you know that without more, you are getting what you want. And it does not matter what you want. I can assure you that you want it and everything is moving really fast. In fact, matters concerning personal growth that are directly intertwined with your family, your children, and their care, along with your day-to-day needs. And the needs of those who live with you and depend on you, or perhaps your personal life where no one depends on you, it all truly matters to you, doesn't it? It is essential to address these areas that shape your reality and impact your overall well-being. It tells me that you start to create a responsible and solid system that makes you find there at hand what you may be understanding today that you are missing. You also have someone who takes care of you. They are looking out so that you do not lack anything, who wants your well-being. In some cases, you may have a defining conversation right there with that Four of Wands, where there is someone who genuinely wants to commit to you, coming from a place of loyalty and faithfulness, and ready to give the relationship real stability at last. Structure, the stability, the financial order, the emotional order, and who also vouches for much of the transparency and truth of all this, and is supporting you in this moment of so much abundance, wealth, and prosperity. This is also someone you could trust very deeply when it comes to negotiating, because there's also a proposal here for a trip and even a proposal for a move. There's also a chance to move ahead with what could become your future plans, your next steps, and the kind of outlook you want to build for yourself going forward. No, well, we have to settle in because we want to procure a certain business. Yes, we are achieving it, but I want to expand. I want to show myself. I want my brand to grow, for example. That is Three of Wands. My vision for the future has to be well organized so that this arises and I can continue to replicate this system so it can keep giving me earnings. In fact, I am moving forward with confidence at this moment. I feel free because success accompanies me. I have the Chariot, and besides, I am achieving what I want in the context I want, choosing conveniently, and what I choose gives me results. And this is the reward for your sacrifice, the prize for that large sum of money or that major business of yours, because this is exactly what I can see unfolding in your life for you. You are the future millionaires, Leo. Well, let us see what the guides tell us. Wow, how intense this is, Leo. 11, look, this number does not come out. This card does not come out. And it almost never comes out in any of the numerology oracles. Here it tells you 11, mega positive vibration. The 11 reminds you of the importance of maintaining positive thoughts focused on your goals. It is an imposing reminder that you are on the right path and that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Visualize your life full of positivity and extreme abundance. Trust that you are being guided toward a path of motivation, internal impulses. I ask you to allow yourself to receive these energies, to continue advancing in your spiritual connection, and to decree, today I am rich. That is what it tells me I have to tell you. Today I am rich. Leo, today I am rich. Please trust so that this wealth reaches your life and stays with you for as long as you allow it. All the blessings to you, Leo.